This Tune In Tuesday is in honor and remembrance of my dear psychic soul sister, Jill Jackson, Jellybean. I thought I would tell a little story about her because she passed away last week unexpectedly, and I didn't get to say goodbye. And I'm sure as hell hoping that she is going to haunt me because she was so into the paranormal stuff. So let me take you back to when I was 19 years old and I was working at a restaurant, and Jilly was one of the bright lights in our kitchen and full of zest. And she was also one of the first person I think that actually I knew that claimed to be psychic and comfortably talked about being a good witch. At that point in my life, I was sort of dancing in between these two worlds of having grown up in with a mother who taught me about Christianity and going to private Christian schools, and my father being an atheist, and they were of course divorced at that point. And so at first, Jill's behavior was sort of just uncomfortable for me, and then one of their past employees decided he was going to come back after his summer away because he was in college, and she started prophesying that we were going to get together and we were going to get married. And she would sing Natalie and Brian sitting in a tree, Kissing, and all that stuff. And I was 19 and I was like, oh my God, I was really sort of uncomfortable, but she had fun teasing me. And I wasn't that uncomfortable. And so lo and behold, here comes this past employee that came back. And of course, not surprisingly, him and I hit it off and we ended up getting married later. And she helped create the magic at our wedding with the amazing food that was provided. So anyhow, fast forward until the last 7 years when I moved back to Oregon after many years in Colorado, and Jilly and I started reconnecting more frequently. She came out to my camp to visit me at my dad's place when I was living over there. I came to see her at her little cabin in the woods multiple times. She came over and saw me in my new home here. That was the last time I saw her, actually, when she was on a road trip headed east and stopped to see my little farm. And Jellybean and I always talked about the paranormal, the ghosts. And my perspective on the ghosts is that they're souls that had got stuck, that something happened, like they had traumatic death, or it was unexpected, or they were really attached to something in the physical realm and didn't want to leave it when they died. So their soul got sort of stuck here and then it didn't know how to go on. So in a way, I hope that Jilly's not going to haunt me because that means her soul didn't get stuck here. But if she can, she will. And I just wanted to honor her today and remind you all that even when a soul passes on, it's still accessible. That's my experience. The ones we love, when they're no longer in a body, we can connect with them. We can hear from them. And sometimes one of the ways that they connect with us is by visiting us in our dreams. If you ever have one of those dreams where you wake up and feel like the person's still alive and then suddenly realize, wait a second, they're not. That was likely a visitation dream when that loved one came to you in your dream. So have a wonderful Tune In Tuesday. One little announcement. I am going to do a live reading drawing of cards like I like to do occasionally tomorrow on the new moon eclipse. So hope to see you there.